Hi there, this is Kingsley. Today we take a look at the Poco M4 Pro. Fun fact or spoiler alert, this is the first Poco M series phone with an AMOLED display. It comes inside the yellow box as expected. There is a SIM ejector tool inside. There are plenty of manuals. This is the only phone that I know right now that has plenty manuals than any other phone. There is a TPU case to get you started before you buy a proper case. There is the Poco M4 Pro itself. Going further inside, you will find a USB-C cable and a 33 watts fast charger. The Poco M4 Pro weighs about 179.5 grams. It has a plastic build with a plastic frame and a plastic back that has a shiny finish. It has dual nano SIM support. Sadly, it is IP53 certified, which essentially means the phone is just dust and water splash resistant. But at this price range, this IP certification is okay and it isn't a deal breaker for me. It has flat sides, which makes it very easy for you to grip the phone. The Poco M4 Pro features a 6.4 inches 90Hz AMOLED display with full HD 1080p resolution. It can get as bright as 700 nits and it can peak at 1000 nits, which is okay for outdoor use. The 90Hz is a bit of a letdown, but for someone coming from a 60Hz display phone, this will be a big upgrade and there will be nothing to complain about. This display's refresh rate is not adaptive. It doesn't switch between 90Hz and other refresh rates depending on the use case of the phone. It will always be stocked at 90Hz. The display also has a 180Hz touch sampling rate and it doesn't support HDR. The display also has slim bezels, which is okay. Overall, for an AMOLED display, the display quality could be better. It's not just as vibrant as other devices that I've tested in this price category, like let's say the Infinix Note 12 VIP for instance, or the Redmi Note 11 Pro. At the top of the phone, you'll find the signature IR blaster from Xiaomi, which enables you to use the phone as a remote for your appliances. There is also a headphone jack at the top, and these are two things that seem to be getting extinct, so it's still nice to see them on this phone. The speakers at the top and bottom pair up to give a stereo speaker, which is pretty loud. In the sound department, it is very similar to the Poco M4 Pro 5G. Under the hood, the Poco M4 Pro drives on a 5000 mAh battery that supports 33 watts fast charging that can get the phone from 0 to 100 in just an hour. But from my testing, this phone was able to charge in about an hour 15 minutes. So don't take everything you see on advertisement as serious things. The Poco M4 Pro also supports Super Delivery 3.0 and Quick Charge 3 Plus. The battery life is quite good, and how long it will last will actually depend on who the user is. And also the chipset that this device uses doesn't demand so much from the battery. Talking about the chipset, it comes with the MediaTek Helio G96. Now this is not the best chipset out there, but it is still okay for a mid-range device that has at least some gaming capabilities, but the gameplays will always be at low graphics settings. Keep that in mind. When it comes to the storage of this device comes in two variants. We have a model that comes with 64GB internal storage and 6 gigs of RAM, or 128GB internal storage paired with 6 gigs of RAM or 8 gigs of RAM. And you can also get a 256GB storage model that comes with 8 gigs of RAM. And also don't forget that it has an SD card slot, so you can just buy a 64GB model if that is what your money can afford, and probably slap an SD card on there. The Poco M4 Pro ships with Android 11 with MIUI 13 for Poco Skin on top. It has the same experience with recent Xiaomi phones, and overall, it's snappy and works smoothly for its price. When it comes to connectivity, it supports Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0 and Wi-Fi Direct. Now for those of you that still listen to radio on your phone, you can do that with the Poco M4 Pro conveniently. Now when it comes to the camera department, the huge signature camera bomb that Poco phones tend to come with recently, you will find here. The main camera is a 64 megapixel main lens with autofocus, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and you also have a 2 megapixel macro lens. Daylight shots on this phone look very nice, even though the colors are a bit oversaturated sometimes, but for the price you are paying for this phone, I think it's not a big deal. Now, I won't advise you to take pictures in low light situation with this phone because low light images are not so good, but where the cameras shine is when you are shooting on a bright and sunny day or in a place where the lighting condition is very good or fairly good. Now, both the main 64 megapixel main camera and the 16 megapixel selfie cameras can shoot videos up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, are the images of this phone really that good? Yes, they are good. At least for the price you're paying for the phone, you are getting something reasonable. Now, what do I think about the Poco M4 Pro? Now, this phone is a solid mid-range phone with an excellent battery life. It has dust and water splash resistant with an AMOLED display. The camera is not the best out there, but nonetheless, the pictures are so good. And with the storage options you have and the price that the phone goes for, which is about 130 to 160,000 Nigerian Naira or around $247, I think this phone is actually worth your money. All the while that I've been using it, I've had little or so much to complain because of the competition right now in the market and what this very phone offers. So if you want to try this phone out, I think you should actually go ahead and try it out. I strongly recommend it.